Definitely say everybody say don't say.
Greetings, greetings, greetings. Hello, everyone from the Trinese Duplessis show. It has been a long time since we've done a new taping, and actually a long time since I've actually sat down as myself, Trinese Duplessis. As you know, I've been doing a lot of skits and things like that with the acting, but today I just wanted to sit down and talk to my audience as myself, because so many things have transpired since February. I think February was the last taping that I had with the Mama T renovations that you've been watching over and over. That was the last time we filmed, back in February, and now it's the end of July. So I just wanted to touch base with my audience and talk to you and empathize and sympathize with you, because we are in a pandemic. Unfortunately, we're in a pandemic that has claimed the lives of so many people, and it is a sad time in our country right now. So those of you who are watching, my heart goes out to you, praying for you that you had possibly lost a loved one, or a friend, or a co-worker. This COVID-19, I call it a demon from hell. It needs to go back where it belongs, because it's claiming healthy people, it's claiming young lives, it's claiming lives of people that's been here, that's supposed to be here longer. And then unfortunately, if you have an underlying illness, that it transpires even quicker. So there's so many conspiracies out here. People say maybe it was created in a lab, or whatever it is. Wherever it was created, it wasn't for a good thing. It wasn't for a place of love, or wherever it came from, because it is killing people. It is costing lives. It's causing hardships, and it's causing a lot of pain with people. People are depressed. People are committing suicide behind it. Not only is it claiming lives, it's messing with people's livelihoods. People are losing their jobs. People are unemployment. The unemployment rate has been the highest it has been in 20 years. I don't quote me on my numbers. I think it's over 4 million people. Maybe it's more than that. I don't know, but it's in the millions that people are unemployed, and people are home and with their children, and it's affecting the schools, it's affecting the kids. A lot of kids couldn't walk across the stage because of graduation. Just imagine you going to school and you're waiting for that day to walk across the stage and get your diploma, and all your friends are excited and all this, and then all of a sudden you can't. So it's weighing on psychologically on people's hearts and minds, and people are in a deep state of depression. This coronavirus, this COVID-19 has really done a number on us. But fortunately, I think it has caused families, maybe families that were at odds with each other, maybe families that weren't speaking to them. It has caused people to come together and be closer than ever, because we don't know if we're going to be here the next day. Tomorrow is not promised. You know how we say tomorrow is not promised? The next 5 minutes might not be promised. This coronavirus, it's such a deadly thing, because some people are walking around with no symptoms, and just dropping dead like flies. Just all of a sudden they're gone. It's just so many things that is causing a heartache and pain for so many people in lives. And like I said, I pray for everyone. My heart is with you. On my Facebook page, operating on my Facebook pages, I have so many friends that has lost loved ones, and then some of my Facebook friends has perished. It's heart-wrenching, it's heart-wrenching to see that. Just imagine you you see somebody posting, just bear with me because I just want to talk to you guys. Just imagine somebody just posting some good messages or praying for another person, or or whatever it is, and then you see everybody posting on their page, rest in peace. It does something with the psyche. Like, wait a minute, we was just talking to this person a day or two. So a good friend of mine, her name is Jade, and we went to Warren Easton together. She lost her aunt, and her aunt was my Facebook friend. She was posting things 2 days ago. Now she's just gone. It's just unbelievable. And then we have leaders in position that's not taking it seriously, or not doing everything in their power to make sure that America is safe. It's just, whether my beliefs or not is, everybody's beliefs is different. I just think this comes from a place of evil. This coronavirus. I just think there's something more sinister to it, and it's really taking a lot of folks out. And a lot of black and brown people, as I'd be so transparent with you, as you know, before I took over this show as the Trinese Duplessis show, I've always had this type of spirit about me. And those of you who follow me on social media know that I have a voice and know that I'm an activist as well, not just a playwright and a actress. I'm also an activist, and I'm very, very strong in my communities, and I really talk about things like this, and especially in my scripts, I deal with mental health, because people are falling to mental health. Their mental health is being compromised. And what has birthed out of this coronavirus, for me personally, that some people have stepped their game up because of the coronavirus, and really has made you think, and including myself. I've taken a leap of faith of going into another career. Well, it's always been there. My catering business, I've been doing that, and just to survive, I took a leave from my job because of the risk of the coronavirus. People on my job had the coronavirus, and it wasn't reported, so I had to think about my family and my husband and my son, and just going to work stressed and bringing that back home to my family. So I took a leave and decided to upgrade my catering business, and that's what I've been doing for months and months and months, and so far it's been successful. This has birthed out of the coronavirus to me to put my thinking cap on, and my survival skills. See, some of us, our survival skills turn up. It turns up a notch, and that's what I've done. Out of this, something else has birthed out of the coronavirus for me personally, writing a short film called The Corona Blues. My good friend John Moore, who is my film person, who's filmed a lot of my work, I told him the idea that I had, and wrote the script up, and got a couple of people to get together and do it. It's a 5-minute short film. Now, you can do films less than 5 minutes. A lot of you don't know that, but a short film, it can be 2 minutes. You know what I'm saying? But this particular film, I believe, is like 5 minutes and 19 seconds. You can watch it on my YouTube station, which is Trinese Duplessis, or Trinese Duplessis. I have 2 YouTube channels now, because I'm going to be doing more films. So that's what I'm saying. Something is birthing out of this coronavirus for me personally, and many of you that are watching. So I wrote the Corona Blues. We had a musician in there playing the trumpet. I was narrating and I was acting. Very, very, and I've got a huge response from this movie. A huge response. And you see, you never downplay yourself, because I say, well, I'll throw this together, this will be a little something, and and we was like, we hope people like it, and it went beyond our imagination that people are gravitating to it, and people are really sending me all kind of messages. And one lady said that her husband is not her husband, her son had to go to a mental hospital because of the coronavirus, and the depression and the isolation and all this. So it deals with that in that film. It deals with that in that short 5 seconds I say some things, that many people can relate to. So again, if you want to watch it, get inspired by it, it's called The Corona Blues, and that's on my YouTube station and also on my Facebook page at T Duplessis Entertainment. Again, those of you who don't follow me, don't know, you can find me everywhere. You can Google me, and there's a lot of my work on my YouTube page, a lot of my work on my T Duplessis Entertainment page. I do have personal Facebook pages as well. I think I maxed out on one of them, but I have another one that's open. I just want to connect with my people, and so you can get to know me if you don't, as an artist, and also as a caterer. For your catering needs, for your cooking needs. We cook every day basically. After I finish taping this show, I'll be back in the kitchen doing some things. So again, some of us have turned up our survival skills and our godly intent, our godly spirits, and we're, our godly gifts that God has given us. Some of you have discovered that, hey, I didn't know these gifts were inside of me until the coronavirus came about and forced me to birth it. So it is doing some things for some people, and it's not doing some things. It's like a bittersweet situation because so much death is surrounding, but then there's so much birth surrounding it because people are still having babies, people are still celebrating. So, but the isolation and the wearing the mask and all that it has interrupted our lives. But in order for us to survive, we have to do what they're mandating out there. So, and then again with the kids being at home and with the parents. Now, another aspect you have to look at this as well, guys. Families that have never had that time together in the house at one time, like a husband and a wife, or children, or a mother and her children. She's always working different hours. I'm just going to give you an example. She's always working different hours and never could see her kids, or the times that this coronavirus has actually brought families together, including my family, because my husband was working, I was working all the time, and now the family is at home, and we're working on our gifts, and we're working on things in the house. We're planting gardens and all these kind of things, food to eat. So it has brought some unity and has brought some other skills. So we have to look at it in that light, that you are with your family, but on the flip side of it, people are still losing their lives. So another thing I have been preaching and teaching on my Facebook page is to build your immune system up and to eat the better things. Because the type of cooking that I'm doing, I'm hardly doing any red meat at all, basically. It's basically seafood and turkey and things like that. So I haven't been selling any red meat for my catering business. So I'm trying to inspire others to kind of leave the red meat alone. A lot of us have the high blood pressures. I have high blood pressure, but I've claimed it in Jesus' name that I will get rid of that. And I'm on my way there. And that does with healthy eating, weight loss, exercising, and all that. Another thing, this coronavirus has caused people to exercise more. You go to Academy, you go to Walmart, all the bikes are sold out. Even on Amazon, you can hardly get a bike. So it's really making a light bulb go off in people's minds. So what man meant for evil, what the devil meant for evil, God's children can flip the script and make it for their benefit, especially when you're starting a business and you're eating right and you think about how the coronavirus is attacking people with underlying illnesses, but it's also attacking healthy people. And you can walk around with no symptoms, and then the next thing you know, you're sick. So it's so important for prayer, fasting, cleansing your body. The remedy that I like to do, guys, I'll share it with you. Because those of you, some of you are watching, you don't get to follow me and see all my posts. The other thing that I do, sea moss. Sea moss is a beautiful, beautiful benefit for your health. I've been taking it for months now, And I support a brother named Belingo Astray. He has a business called The Original Thought. He's a vegan brother. He sells vegan food. I support him. And he has the elderberry sea moss. He has a hibiscus tea. All these healthy things that I put in my daily diet. And I also use the black seed oil. And then I use lemon hot water. When I get up in the morning, I get a cup of lemon hot water with honey. And if I'll take my sea moss with the honey. Raw unfiltered honey is the best way to go. So these are some of the remedies that I have introduced to my family. And every morning we're taking that and taking the elderberry and doing the steam inhaling, orange pills, lemon pills, boiling them in the pot, inhaling it, getting your nostrils open, your lungs open and things like that. So we practice that for a long time and continue to do so, and just practice social distancing and wearing your mask and make sure you're sanitizing yourself and things like that. So we're doing all the necessary steps that we have to do. But some people unfortunately are not doing what they need to do, and some of them have perished already. The social distancing, a lot of people are still in large gatherings right now. I don't know if we're ready for large gatherings because we haven't heard anything about any football, the Saints. Everybody's anticipating that, and it's just so the concerts, the Essence, Jazz Fest, French Quarter Fest, all of these festivals have been canceled. And I shout out to Mayor Contrell. Shout out to her. And I know that people are throwing salt at her. People are dragging her name in the mud. But this woman actually cares about our well-being. She cares about our well-being, and she's trying to keep us safe. She just mandated where there's no take-home alcohol. If you drink alcohol, you have to drink it in a facility. One business got shut down for not doing it. I know it's hard. The small businesses, especially small businesses, are suffering because of this coronavirus. It has done a deed. It has done a number. But at the end of the day, let's just be truthfully honest. Would you rather lose a business or lose your life? It's as simple as that. Would you rather lose a business that you can start again and come back, or lose your life? Because at the end of the day, once your life is gone, it's gone. So we have to think about that, guys. So those of you who are business owners, you're taking a risk and you're not doing what Mayor Contrell and the governor is telling us to do, the social distancing. Do we want to go back to phase one? We're still in phase two. Do we want to go back to phase one? Because now August is going to be here in a few days. In school, the parents, we all are wondering, should we send our kids to school in this environment? It's just, I'm just perplexed about everything. Especially people that don't have finances coming in. The government has done the unemployment, the stimulus check, but that's nearly not enough to sustain, because people have lost their jobs and can't even go back to those same jobs. So they're out looking for work, and they don't want to. There's some people that want to sit home. They don't want to sit home and collect an unemployment check, because that $600 a week is gone now, and they're trying to come up with another unemployment federal package. And who's to say that it's going to be sufficient enough for people to survive? So it's so many things that leadership is making is making decisions for us. And some of those decisions are not the best decisions, and we have to deal with it. You know what I'm saying? So I'm just asking everyone that's watching, you have to do what's best for your family and to survive and to stay alive and to stay eating, to stay healthy. Start planning, start getting seeds, start planting food, start doing things on your own. Start really, really relying on yourself. And listen to this, guys, not to scare you. There are certain places that are not even taking cash right now. See, as they say, this is the last days. People have been saying these are the last days for years and years, but this is so prevalent. Like when they start talking about cash, coin shortage, and we're only taking credit cards or debit cards, or you have to have exact change, you have to really, really start paying attention and stop thinking things are not as serious, because there's a domino effect to all of this. Either whether man has everything to do with this, you have to start preparing yourself and your household on what you need to do to survive this new world order, because that's exactly what it is. Let's just keep it real. Okay? So you need to order your house, order your footsteps, do what it is to take to survive, increase your income by using your gifts, get into a business, whatever it is you need to do, that get into something that people need right now, that's going to support you. Those of you who know how to cook, you are gifted in cooking, and you just never thought about having a catering business or doing curbside, get your LLC, get it in place, get your paperwork in place, do it. I've seen so many people do it, including myself. I did it 2 years ago, and you know what I'm saying? So there are things that you can do. And sit down. Sewing. People need masks right now. You can sew your mask. So listen, I want to read a couple of scriptures from God's word. And I love the Old Testament. I love to read Genesis. And I've always said that God is the greatest artist. God is such an artist that he created everything around us, the trees, the birds, everything. And we are his representatives, so we have gifts too. He's given us gifts since birth. And we need to be exercising those gifts. So in the beginning, this is his Genesis. This is the King James Version's Bible. This is my mini Bible here. In the beginning, God created heaven and earth. Heaven and earth. We are in earth. We are on earth. We are in earth. And earth was without form and void. Darkness was upon the face of the deep, and the Spirit of God moved upon the face of the waters. The Spirit. Just imagine the world being dark. Nothing, no form, and God's Spirit just transcended across those waters. His Spirit was so deep, you can feel it. And God said, let there be light, and there was light, and then light came. And God saw that light, that it was good. Light is good. Light is good. That's why I always say, let your light shine, because God created light, because light is good. That it was good, and God divided light from the darkness. He divided the light from the darkness. Now, he created the light, but there still was going to be a part of the day that was going to be dark. And God called light day, and the darkness he called night. And the evening and the morning were the first of the day. The evening and the morning were the first of the day. This is Genesis chapter 1, verse 5 that I'm on. And God called light day, and the darkness he called night, and the evening and in the morning were the first of the day. And God said, let there be firmament in the midst of the waters, and let the waters divide from the waters. And God made the firmament and divided the waters which was under the firmament from the waters which were above the firmament, and it was so. And God called the firmament heaven. So basically, he divided heaven and earth, is what he's saying. Is what what they're saying in this Bible that we're reading, the stories of God. He divided heaven and earth. Okay. And then God said, let the waters under the heaven be gathered together into one place, and let the dry land appear. And it was so. The dry. So now we have dry land and we have water. He's creating all of this. And God called the dry land earth. So the dry land was called earth. That's what we are. We are on earth. We're in the earth. Okay? And the gathering together of the waters called the seas. the seas with all the beautiful mammals and fishes. We ain't even got to that yet. But the seas, God saw all this was good. Everything that he created as this creation in Genesis is good. He's the artist. He's creating. We are artists. We create. And God said, let the earth bring forth grass. Oh my God, grass. Just imagine the earth without grass. Grass is green. The herb yielding seed. The fruit of the tree. Fruit after his own kind. Whatever fruit is born is going to be after his own kind. So whose seed is in itself upon the earth, and was it so? So seeds, grass, all of these things the earth is about to be filled with flowers and trees and beautiful things that God is creating. He's an artist. He's creating everything. Everything is coming from his spirit. And the earth brought forth grass, a herb yielding seed after his kind. Grass. So don't you know that when you walk on grass, there's something therapeutic about that? Have you tried walking on grass just with your feet? I mean, of course, clean cut grass with no glass. Just walking on the grass is very therapeutic. Try it. And so again, an earth brought forth grass, or earth yielding seed after his kind, and a yielding fruit whose seed was in itself and after its kind. And God saw it was good. God saw that it was good. I'm going to stop right there. I just wanted to show you who God is in that beginning and what he created. And there's so much more to learn about him. So we have to create. See how God created the earth for us, the heavens for us. We got to create an environment of love, an environment of a healthy environment, an environment of spiritual, that God is included in everything that we do. That you include God and you praise God for everything that we do, and everything that you do, you have to praise him and use your gifts and give him the glory. That's what you have to do, because we're not here because we just here. We're not here on our own merit. And we're not here just to serve ourselves. We're here to help our fellow man, to help our brothers and sisters. By using our gifts, we are creating an environment of love and spiritual and harmony. By using your gifts, and you can actually help others, inspire them to use their gifts. As I inspire others to do things, you can do it as well. And I have a lot of people that inspire me, and I wouldn't be where I'm at today because of those people, and it's, of course, God first. So I'm going to end. The show is going to end now, guys. Please continue to watch the show every Sunday at 11:30 a.m. and 11:30 p.m. I believe it's on Fridays as well at 9 a.m. Follow me on Facebook at T Duplessis Entertainment. Follow me on YouTube. Please look at my new film, The Corona Blues, on YouTube. You can put it in Google. You'll find it there. Share it with others. Send me a message, guys. I'm just so happy to connect with you. And next time we'll do another show. I'll do a performance. God bless.
Definitely say